Ivor and the Magic Sweet Tree. In the small mining town where coal dust coated the rooftops and the air smelled of adventure, lived a little boy named Ivor. Even though he was small, he had the biggest imagination. He spent his days outdoors, climbing mountains, fishing in streams, and dreaming of lands beyond the hills. But there was one place that intrigued him more than any other, the Dingle, a towering mountain that loomed over the town. Legends whispered of magical things hidden at its peak, but none were as exciting as the tale of the Magic Sweet Tree. It was said that this tree bore sweets of every flavor, honey drops, chocolate buttons, and caramel twists that never melted. One crisp morning, with a satchel of sandwiches and a heart full of adventure, Ivor set off to find the Magic Sweet Tree. The climb was steep, the path winding, but Ivor's legs were strong and his spirit was stronger. As he reached higher, he noticed tiny footprints on the rocky path. Were they real, or was his imagination playing tricks? When he reached the top, he was met with a breathtaking sight. There, in the middle of a sunlit clearing, stood the Magic Sweet Tree. Its branches swayed, and glistening sweets hung from every limb like sparkling jewels. But before he could take a step closer, a deep rumble filled the air. "Who dares trespass in my dingle?" roared a voice so loud it made the ground tremble. Ivor turned and gasped. A giant towering as high as a house stood with arms crossed, his enormous feet shaking the earth. I'm Ivor," the boy stammered, "and I just wanted to see the Magic Sweet Tree." The giant's frown softened, but before he could speak, tiny figures scurried out from behind the rocks. They were no taller than Ivor's knee, dressed in bright colors with pointy hats. "The Munchkins!" "You must prove yourself worthy of the sweets," piped one Munchkin. "Only those with kind hearts and brave spirits may taste them." Ivor nodded eagerly. "What must I do?" The Munchkins huddled, whispering, then turned to him. "You must climb to the highest branch and pluck the golden caramel twist." Ivor gulped but squared his shoulders. He scrambled up the tree, dodging rustling branches and sticky drops of syrup. Higher and higher he climbed until at last he spotted the golden caramel twist hanging from the highest branch. Just as he reached for it, a strong wind blew, shaking the tree. Ivor clung tightly, heart pounding. "I won't let go," he promised himself. Summoning all his courage, he snatched the caramel and began his careful descent. When he landed safely on the ground, the Munchkins cheered, and even the giant smiled. "You are worthy, little Ivor," he rumbled. "You may take as many sweets as you like." Ivor's eyes widened as he filled his satchel with treats of every color. The flavors danced on his tongue: strawberry fizz, mint swirls, and warm toffee. "Will I ever find my way back here?" Ivor asked. The Munchkins giggled. "Only those who truly believe in magic can find the way." Ivor beamed. He knew he would return one day. As he climbed down the mountain, his pockets full of sweets and his heart full of wonder, he knew one thing for sure: adventure was always waiting, just beyond the next hill.